everyone, and welcome to Long's Toys. I have a Kamen Rider Ghost review for you today. This is the DX Mega Ulorder and Necrom Ghost Eyecon set. Basically, this is for Kamen Rider Necrom, who is our third rider so far, and this is kind of his changer or henshin device, henshin brace, whatever you want to call it. Unlike most riders who wear a belt, this is just a little kind of forearm brace that he wears on his forearm. We'll take a look at how it works. As you can see, this is the Necrom Ghost Eyecon, comes with it. Pretty neat picture here. These are his kind of two forms. There's Grim and Sanzo. They're kind of the two icons he was able to get a hold of, being 14 and 15, I believe. So that is a nice picture of them, and it does the kind of starts on the bottom and wraps up to the top. Looks pretty cool. On the side, nice picture of them again. A little bit more fleshed out there. Nice picture of Necrom. On the bottom, again, you get Necrom and his changer. And then on the back, just kind of shows how it works. All the different crazy stuff that it does, which we'll take a look at. So we will go ahead, get this out of the packaging, and take a closer look. So here we have the Mega Ulorder and the Necrom Ghost Eyecon. Now, this thing, I'm going to call it the Mega Loader from now on, because I believe Ulorder is supposed to be just a weird romanization, because they don't have L's, they have R's. So I think it's just supposed to be Mega Loader, and just for simplicity's sake, that's what I'm going to call it from now on. But it's pretty cool. I like the detail on it. I think it looks good. Now, it does also come with two bands that you can slide through these spots right here, and they'll kind of click into place when they're in the right spot. Very similar to the two straps that came with the Tokyo Changer. That's what it really reminds me of. I didn't bother to take them out of the package because they're way too small for me. There's no way I'm going to be able to wear this on my wrist. And even if I could, having it on my wrist is going to make it difficult to show you what it does. So I just left them in the packaging because they're no good to me. But I did want to mention it does come with them. So as you can see, pretty cool. Two AAA batteries go in right here. On and off switches right here. And then it does have this cool swivel function where the whole thing swivels up like that. And now it's 90 degrees different from how it was. So I think that's pretty neat. The Necrom Ghost Eyecon does not light up. It just does sounds. But you can see it says N. Has Necrom written on there. Nice crazy sparkles. Kind of a nice silver and green. And then there's like a darker metallic green on the back that I really like. There's your speaker. Pin system. Now it has these two extra pins on the side. You can see one right there and one right there. They don't move in or anything. Basically, this thing is not a reader. Let me zoom back out. It's got two little pins right here and right here. I know it's hard to see because of the lighting, but you can kind of see one. Basically, how it works is when you put something in like a ghost icon that has no pins, it would be the same as if it's empty, and I'll show you that in a second. When you put in one with two pins, it's Necrom, and then one pin on this side is either Grim or Sanzo, I'm not sure, and one pin on the other side is the other. So it's only really meant to work with those three icons, because those are the three forms that Necrom has. Anything else, it just kind of says Ghost, and I'll show you that in a second. So go ahead, or let me show you the sound. So like I said, it doesn't do any lights. So I'm going to cue it around so it's just going to cycle through those three phrases. But if we go ahead and turn this on, and you can see there's an LED in here. So if we go ahead, well, first of all, there's an LED in this part, the kind of eyedropper part. And that's what this is supposed to be. It's like a eyedropper, and that's what these ripple effects are for. It's kind of dropping it into like a pool of water. So if you hit this one time, and then pop it in. Yes, sir. Swivel around. Now when you press this in, you're going to want to hold it a little bit. Now it's waiting for you to press the button on top. Alright, so now you're changed into Kamen Rider Necrom. What I was saying before is when I was first playing with this, if you just hit this button real quick, it doesn't register it. You kind of have to push it and hold it in a second and make sure it knows what's going on. So if you press the button again, now it'll wait for you to, you can see this light glowing. Press this. So that's kind of like his special attack. If we go ahead and pull this out, and now if you would do it with nothing inside it, it would be the same as if you put in any other ghost icon. It doesn't matter because it doesn't have any pins on the bottom. You'll get the same sound as if you put nothing inside. I think if you press it again, yeah, it doesn't, there's no like special attack with a ghost icon. And if you press this again without going in order, you're going to get that kind of error sound. So swivel this back around and I can turn it off. That's kind of it for the sounds. Like I said, there will be more sounds to get out of this when we finally get the Grimm and Sanzo ghost icons, because they will go in here and we'll check out those sounds at that time. But for now, that's pretty much, you can change and do the special attack and also the ghost icon sounds with the set so far. But this does have some functionality in the ghost driver, so we'll take a look. Alright, so checking this out. Now you can hear these sounds are actually coming from the Necrom ghost icon, not the belt. So again, the first Kaigon sound comes from the belt, and then everything else comes from the icon itself. So as you can see, that does not have the O Metamum sound. I'll do it again one more time just to make sure. So as you can hear, this does not have the O Metamum sound, but it definitely has a ton of other cool playability with this. And all those sounds are coming from this, not from the belt, so that's really neat. I think this thing is pretty neat. It doesn't have a ton of functionality. It's not a reader, which is a bit of a shame, but I understand. I mean, Necrom only has 3 forms, so it doesn't really make sense for him to have different sounds and have reading abilities for all the different icons. So they kind of came up with a cheap, cost-effective way to do that. And I think it's pretty neat. I really like the color scheme. I think it's fun to change it up and have a brace instead of another belt. I think that's pretty cool. I definitely like the Necrom Ghost icon. I like the shape of it. I like the color scheme. The sounds that it makes are all great. I love the functionality that it has with the Ghost driver, so I think that's really neat too. I don't really have anything to complain about. We'll definitely get some more use out of this thing once I finally get the Sanzo and Grimm ghost icons that come in that set with Himiko, and then we'll take a look at those sounds when I review them. But yeah, so far I think this thing is really neat. Like I said, it doesn't have a ton of functionality, but I think it's fun. And just be careful, you definitely want to make sure you hold that button in for a couple seconds so that it reads it, because when I was playing with it I thought mine was broken at first, and you definitely don't want to have to worry about that. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinions. Please like and share this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you've enjoyed this look at the DX Mega Ulorder and Necrom Ghost Icon set from Kamen Rider Ghost. And thanks for watching.